I think that's a nice.
A glow.
Yeah.
So I'm deathly pale and blue,
And I'm
you're
backlit.
actually glowing.
Oh.
Okay. Happy Wednesday. Happy fireside chats with John.
I
Thanks.
guess we don't really need this.
Yeah, I think as long as we keep the fire going. And I guess we'll see if we really need this.
I thought that was more for your comments.
Right, it is. But I think last week I was having an okay time
Reading.
It's unusual for someone with an English degree.
Hey, Mary Ellen. What's up, Crazy Life?
Hi, Mo. Hi, Mary Ellen. Hey, Em. Hey, Jordan Carlton. Look at that. It's just like a... Oh, connect to the internet. Why?
And no, it's not cold.
We've got the fire turned up. The heat outside is on.
The heat outside. The outdoor heater.
Yeah. I'm actually like kind of warm.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. My internet's not doing the thing out here.
Mm.
I want to be able to read the comments. Oh, look.
Hello, Anne.
Ripped Jack is visible.
Nice.
Why does it say limited?
I don't know.
It's 65 in Derby. Yeah, I wonder what the actual temperature is. Because it would be warmer than 65 if we were sitting any closer to the fire. The fire is blazing. We've been diligently working at cleaning the future peafowl enclosure
Yep.
up. So all the like deadfall over the past, 100 years or whatever that's just been laying there.
100 years.
Hi Terry, how's it going? Hi Anne.
We also took down a bunch of trees up there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Down there.
But that's not what we're burning.
No, this is all dead stuff for the most part.
So deadfall. Okay. Well.
Hey, Samira.
Hey Samira. Ooh, is that too dark without my laptop open? I'm not able to connect to the internet for some unknown reason. Maybe I should pass this to tech support.
No.
Oh. I'm.
Well, how about that?
Well, how about that? Okay.
I think we can turn this down too.
I might have to scoot a little closer though, because when the comments are big and long, like I can read hi just fine, but like I want to read what Em just said, and I can't.
I'm currently cutting jalapenos to can my face is melting. Note to self: wash hands before using washroom. Yes.
Oh my God, wash your hands before you do anything.
But especially the washroom.
Yeah, the thing that used to get me though when we make the jalapeno poppers, then like at the end, like I've washed my hands several times, but apparently just like don't scrub hard enough, and then take out my contact lenses, and that's just not cool, man. It's painful.
Not cool, man.
We're trying to get our lighting situation resolved.
How's that?
That's perfect.
Great.
Yeah, there's a little shadow, but
You're fine.
who cares? Yeah.
Who cares? Oh.
We were in a fireside rave for a second. That's good. That's good.
Don't tell me it's good.
No. Okay. All right. So happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a good week so far.
Yes.
Is anything interesting going on for anybody?
You talking to me?
Anybody? You can talk. Yeah, you have something interesting going on?
No.
Our friend Ross just oh yeah, gloves is a good suggestion, but never seems to be my move.
I've also heard that and what I do, which has varying degrees of success, is you put olive oil on your hands.
So then you wash off the olive oil.
Right, because the olive oil absorbs all of because it's oil from the peppers, right, and seeds or something.
Something like that. But probably doing anything would be better than doing nothing. But also
Some kind of barrier, yeah.
I think diligently washing your hands also usually does it.
Scrub.
Yeah, scrubbing. Bling!
It's most likely a notification for you.
I know.
So is that.
Bing bong. We could talk about toll blunts.
No, we cannot.
Mo is delivering pizzas tonight. Yeah, your second job. Good for you. Hope you have a good bonus tip. When John was delivering pizzas, in the very beginning of the pandemic, he would come home some days and be like, I had like 3 people give me $20 tips. And then as like the pandemic fatigue began to wane on people, it was like people got even meaner and stingier than they used to be.
Yeah, I got a lot more no tips.
Yeah. So good to be a delivery driver right in the beginning of a pandemic, but not so good currently. Hannah, because I don't think that people like me. If you're full transparency, even though it's like a lot of my family and, well, it's our family. We're married. I know. Yeah. Hey, Jesse. Oh, I was thinking.
And your friends.
I was thinking about messaging you to remind you, but my phone was so far away, and I just couldn't get myself to. Hey,
Kay.
K.A. Hello from Brooklyn, New York. I always tip $5+. Yeah, and I think any tip is good when you're delivering pizza, unless it's like a huge order.
Right, five is good, like up to $100.
Yeah, for like a normal family.
Yeah.
Man,
or maybe like $80. Because like that'll cover you, that.
Yeah, a couple pies.
I was lucky and I got paid an hourly rate in addition to tips. But I worked like 8 hours a week, so.
Yeah, two nights a week for just a couple hours a day. But you know what?
No, I have no complaints about that.
Yeah,
That
totally worth it. Would do it again. Do you have showgirl chickens? We have one lonely showgirl chicken. And we got her actually from Daybird Aviaries. So if you are in the market for some showgirl chickens, I would check them out. They're on YouTube. And they also have, I think, like an eBay, what do you call it, a storefront on eBay?
I think so.
I think that's where he primarily sells. But we did an egg swapperoozy, and that's where we got our showgirl from. Unfortunately, sometimes I can't come online, but I work, and at work it's impossible. I love to see you guys being live. Well, thank you. And I mean, you can always watch it on the replay, which probably isn't exactly.
Not as much fun.
Yeah, not the same effect. Em said, I like when you say wow randomly in the videos. Wow. That's from something though. What's that from?
That's from something?
I think so.
Ugh. Everything you say is from something.
Samira said she almost blocked the showgirl comment. It's when their necks are like bare, like it's like a silky chicken thing, and they've got the big fluffy hat and regular silky feathers, but their necks are naked.
Naked. It's getting cold, so would you still be outdoor during?
Oh, hey, Mulberry Branch. Sorry.
Owen Wilson does do it.
Wow. Like that?
Not quite like that, but hold on.
Let's see if we have my laptop.
We'll get your dang laptop.
Yeah, let me try one more time. Hi, Hidden Spring. How's it going?
So are we still going to be out here during the winter?
I guess we could see how cold it gets. We'll see. I mean, we don't live like too far in the northern wilds like Hidden Spring does. We watched some of his winter videos, and it is very snowy.
But it is also pretty warm down here, right next to the fire. So I think if we continue having a fire, we could.
Yeah, as long as everything doesn't get too wet that it like won't burn. Like if there actually is snow this winter, though I hope that there's not. I saw somebody ask. Sorry, I missed your name. Live chat. Your name. Ooh.
There you go.
There we go. What's your favorite breed of chicken?
Silky for me.
Yeah.
We are in Connecticut. Did you hear that ghost?
I did hear that ghost. There was just a ghost in the replay only, which is a little scary.
That was in the replay? No, you're frozen. That was live behind us.
Oh.
Joanne likes the Polish chickens.
Which Polish chicken though? The black and oh man, what's going on with my computer?
I don't know. Hey, retry.
The
Yeah, it'll be cold, but not too cold.
Yeah, I think like the number of nights that it would be too cold to be out here would probably be a little low. And it's better than our I liked at our old house, like the couch with the window behind it. It was like a good backdrop, and the lighting was good in there because we had all those can lights. Not here.
Not here.
I love the golden puff. I've never heard of a golden puff,
Neither have I.
but it sounds like something that I would like.
What's your favorite breed of chicken?
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be the Toll Blunts.
Tolbunts.
Um,
Tolbunts.
I like the I Am Samanis. Ooh, what? But I mean, should I say the blue laced red Wyandottes? Because I
Those are currently your flavor of the week.
pined after them for so long until I finally got some.
So long.
So long.
It's like a month.
No, I had been talking about them for a long time.
You talk and then take action.
Action, action. We want action. Pick one. If I had to pick, gosh, I like the Crevicores too, though. I can't pick one. I refuse.
Okay.
I'll pick a top 5, and it would be I Am Samani, Crevicore, Golden, the Blue Laced Red, the Toll Blunts, and the Black and Whites.
Bunt.
If I was to pick a top 5, under duress.
We talked about this.
Okay, Toll Bunts.
There you go.
Golden Puff looked like a chicken right behind you in the portrait. Oh, maybe like a. I feel like that's kind of loosely looking like an Orpington of some kind, kind of with the fluffy butt. I'm gonna Google and.
Gonna Google. Great. Thanks a lot.
I'm gonna Google and then Scout's Honor not order any because I said after I order the Toll Bunts, I will not order any more chickens. And I'm going to stick to my word.
Y'all heard it here first.
For what duration?
Until I deem it okay.
I just Googled showgirl chickens. Wow, they're special. Google the golden puffs. My favorite is a buff Orpington. That's nice. I like buff Orpingtons and I like lavender Orpingtons. I like the fluffy butts on an Orpington.
Yes. And no, Samira, not getting ready for more chickens.
Well,
just the some.
when are you gonna take our incubator and cook some chickens on your kitchen table?
Cook some chickens. Cook some chickens, she says.
Because you should give us some notice so that we can save some good eggs for you.
Yes.
Oh, golden buff. What was I calling it? Puff.
Puff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What? Oh, did you pull it up? Oh, it's because he's looking up puff and it brings cereal.
Looks like a Rhode Island red. Or a
Kind of like
Orpington.
a buff Orpington,
Yeah.
Yeah, the chickens with the nice round fluffy butts are nice. I will text you tomorrow. I will be here.
Everybody loves some nice round fluffy butts, right?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a fluffy butt?
That's what I'm saying. That is
Just
what I'm
get
saying.
a green screen and put whatever you want behind us. We could have like dinosaurs running around in the background like we're living in Jurassic Park.
Is that what you would want?
Well, I don't know. We could mix it up. We could have the fireside chat, but behind us. What breeds make Cornish crosses? Ugh, I have no idea.
No idea.
We don't go down the meat, because that's a meat breed, right? Cornish cross.
I think so.
Zombies.
Yeah. For the background, I'm sure he's saying.
Yeah. What chicken would you recommend for a beginner?
I think probably something like a Barred Rock, Rhode Island Red, Buff Orpington, something like that. Because those are all fairly friendly,
Hardy.
hardy, and good egg layers. So you can just get 3 or 4 of them, and then you'll get 2-3 eggs a day.
Yeah, hardy and reliable layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why we got the Barred Rocks
Yeah.
down there, because they're kind of easy keeps.
Right.
Nice big eggs.
Yep. And I think a good spring chick sale.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. My laptop will not.
Did you guys watch Squid Game?
Is that what we're going to talk about on our live?
I don't know. Who cares? Hidden Spring Farm asked if the Chicken Village is done, and yes.
Oh, yay!
Sort of.
Well, Chicken Village 1 is done.
Right. Chicken Village 1, phase 1 is done. Phase 2 is in the works after a couple other things.
Thanks, Jordan Carlton. And I'm not sure you would like it. I didn't like it. I didn't watch it.
No.
John watched that entire show without me.
You were there. You were just, with your cell phone. Reels.
Because I didn't want to watch it.
Well.
Buff Orpington, Barred Rocks, Rhode Island Red, Australorps, and Sex Links are my favorite list for beginners. Is Sex Link an actual... Sorry, we're probably going to get flagged as inappropriate content.
Sex Link.
Is that an actual breed of chickens, or does that just mean that the color combination of rooster hen yields babies that have feathers that deem it to be either a male or female at birth? Do you understand my question?
Yes,
I
believe.
Like the olive eggers came all black were male and all brown were female.
I believe that's how it is.
So
Sex Link.
So kind of any bird could be a sex link if that's how it.
But there are I forget what there are. There is one chicken that I know that they sell as
those white ones that I bought were
Sex
labeled sex link.
Yeah, but I know Hannah. There's one beginner breed that is some kind of sex link. I forget exactly what it is, but.
And I guess actually, if a beginner wants to even bother having a rooster, and you wanted to try to hatch eggs, that would be a good way to go, so that you wouldn't end up with
50 roosters.
50 roosters.
Black sex links. Yeah.
Yeah. You know how you see online all the time people posting oh, Tractor Supply got a whole bunch of chicks for 25 cents, bought everything they had. Our Tractor Supply never does that, but I was there one time and they had 6 that were $1. So I bought all 6 of those, and they were some kind of white sex link. Okay, sex link is a cross between a Rhode Island Red and a light Sussex, I think, but don't quote me. I think there can probably
Yeah, there's a few different varieties
ones.
that if you breed one chicken, one breed with another one, their offspring will be sex linked, meaning that their
feather colors.
Right, their outward appearance will indicate whether they are a
that's a good way
rooster
of explaining it.
or a hen. Yeah.
But we must know that they come in different colors, because Hannah had black ones and we have white ones.
Yeah, I think they do a bunch of them. And I was going to say our Tractor Supply does do that. You just happen to not be there.
I'm there all the stinking time.
Well,
I love going when they have chicks. I just stand there and stare at them. Well, wait till you have them on your kitchen table.
yeah.
But they only get 40 at a time. You know what's been happening lately is every time I go to the post office to pick up chicks, I say hi, I'm here to pick up chicks. And the guy says to me, oh, from Tractor Supply? And every time I'm no.
Really?
It's I go into the post office all the time because we order chicks all the time, and we're mailing out hatching eggs or yarn fairly regularly. And I'm just
Yeah, I'm surprised
do you
they
honestly not
haven't started
recognize me
recognizing
yet?
you. Yeah. You go to the Chinese food restaurant twice, and they're like, "You again?"
Yeah, right.
But,
this girl, and they know my order after not a very long time, and it's we don't live in that big of a town that's got
oh,
all these people coming in for chickens.
well, maybe there is. Or
Well, there must not be though, because he
Yeah.
says Tractor Supply every time.
yeah.
I mean, whatever. Don't recognize me. I don't care. I'll probably want to.
Well, I was going to say you're right.
Yeah,
right.
I don't like being recognized.
Yeah.
So, but there's only 3 dudes who work there.
Oh.
So it's always the same people.
Well, because the second time that I went there, but I went, one day to get the blue lace red Wyandottes, and then the next day to get the I Am Samanis, he recognized me.
So
But
I just need to be a 6'4" dude.
Well, I was going to say I am much more easily recognizable.
I'm big.
Yeah. And big, and glasses, and earrings, and all that.
Yeah, I had to delete another comment
about
about
my
your
ears.
earrings. I don't know.
You shouldn't delete them, whatever.
I don't like. And I think that
What'd they say?
it's something fairly straightforward, lose the earrings, dude. I was just oh, God. Hey, TNS. Don't come into our private space and bully us.
Just whatever.
I felt attacked.
Even though they were attacking me.
William my husband.
Yeah.
I was right. And by
good.
fight, I mean delete.
Yeah.
Because it's never worth fighting.
Don't be mean to me on the internet. My wife will delete your comment.
Yeah, right. And then probably block you. because that's how I roll. I don't have time for
No.
those shenanigans.
Don't have time for people being mean on the internet.
Speaking of being mean on the internet, this is not a non-segue. This is something that I probably shouldn't do. I was going to talk about somebody who's so nice. The I Am Samanis should have probably arrived tomorrow. Our replacements. Yay! So we had ordered from Carolina Pines Hatchery.
You think they can go right on the floor?
Probably. And you always think about like the golden rule and wanting to treat people the way that you would want to be treated, and like if somebody has a bad experience, like what you would do in their position as like a small business owner or a small farm, like what you would do to rectify the situation. And if you want to know somebody who like absolutely
hit the nail on the head,
did the right thing, like was easy to work with, pleasant to work with,
very responsive,
trusting, non-judgmental, no excuses, no BS. Carolina Pines Hatchery. So if you want to support a like very small local hatchery, that's like not like a big Murray, McMurray, or Meyer hatchery. You'd be talking to like a person, not like a big business. But I was very, very impressed with her.
Yes.
And we have some chicks coming tomorrow, which I'm excited about.
Wonderful.
Maybe start wearing a funny nose and glasses, and then they will. That would be so funny, like to wear a disguise in order to be remembered. Assert
dominance.
Oh, no.
What, did you see the comment?
No.
Squeeze one of those rubber chicken dog toys when you enter the post office. That's a good one.
Well, we'll see, because I have to be in my work at 8:30 tomorrow, so you'll probably be doing the chicken pickup.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
My mama always told me if I didn't have anything good to say. Yes, that's what I think that everyone on the internet needs a reminder on that. Because you talk about like the algorithm and engagement and every negative, ugly thing that someone has to say about something, like rightly or wrongly. You could be on the right side of the argument, but if you be nasty about it, you're just throwing fuel onto a fire that's going to be spread by the algorithm. So just don't.
Well, and a lot of, because we're in a lot of Facebook groups about gardening,
chickens,
all kinds of things. And you see like 90% of the fights that happen are because someone said something like short and sort of rude. And it's like, there's a different way that you can say things that's not
so aggressive.
Being an a-hole.
Yeah.
Where you can disagree with somebody. You can.
And we should have like a manners on the internet class taught in like high schools. Because like this is all stuff that's like new. I mean, I guess it would be hard for teachers to teach it because teachers are like dinosaurs. And
I think I don't think teachers are dinosaurs anymore.
Well, I just like, to me, like the epitome of a teacher was my high school geometry teacher.
Not the chemistry teacher?
No.
Was it chemistry?
Chemistry that I failed?
Yeah.
No. She was not a good teacher. I mean, this guy was not a good teacher either. He was just so like, open your book to page 100. He was a dinosaur. He must have been 100 years old. He always smelled like coffee and cigarettes, and he would stand way too close to the girls. And I was just like, and our high school was constantly under construction, so he always had his class out in like a pod, and he would literally smoke cigarettes out the pod window, like during class. Just like insane, wild. Hopefully would not happen these days. Em said just need a lab cost dry whiteboard pointer stick, and anyone can be a teacher.
Lab coat.
Yeah. Do you need a lab? Well, it depends on what you're teaching. But that's what I'm saying. Like I vote for a class that teaches people things that they actually need to know.
Yeah. Well, like taxes and stuff like that.
Taxes would be good. Balancing a budget would be good. Analyzing data would probably be helpful, like learning how data works and what data companies collect. Might be interesting to learn about and relevant to the world these days. How to be nice on the internet.
Just how to be nice.
How to be nice in general. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they should just teach like a being a human 101.
Right. How to be a human.
Be a better human.
New video series coming tomorrow.
Yeah, what was your video going to be for Friday?
I don't know.
Being a good human on the internet.
Yeah.
Whilst farming.
Whilst.
Oh, we should talk about the cow auction.
Sure. Everybody's going to be expecting something else.
Tax write-offs. Yeah, I don't. I guess it would depend on like your teacher and their perspective on what they would teach on tax write-offs. Like maybe we should have Jeff Bezos, accountant, teach how people how to do their taxes.
How not to pay taxes.
Well, how to exercise the tax code in order to pay
zero taxes.
Yeah.
Right. So how not to pay your taxes.
Okay, so cow auction. What was that website called?
Ponderosa Farm.
Ponderosa Farm.
Ranch. Ponderosa Ranch.
Okay, so if you wanna Google it, you can. The auction's over, but you'd be able to see like the pictures. So Ponderosa Ranch, they do micro and mini cows. Hey, the Geocache family. So my farm friend Lily sent me this link. She sent it on like a Friday, and the auction was on Sunday from like 9 to 7 or something like that. And the auctions all had, like, there was not a lot of information on the website, and I've never like seen a livestock auction online before. So I was a little bit like confused, and there was also no like auction history to see like what things used to have sold for. So there were 14 cows, all very young and very, very small. Hey, in the garden again. And they all had like, what did it say?
Asking $1,000.
Asking $1,000. So I was like, these cows are so stinking cute. And I was thinking that was like the eBay buy it now price. I was thinking like, you know, the auction will start at whatever somebody bids at, but when it gets to $1,000, cow is sold, right? That's what I thought in my like ignorant of cow prices little brain.
Well, and I was even saying like, you know, they're not going to be $1,000. It's like, you know, even alpacas, blah blah blah.
Yeah. So the auction gets started, and we log on after like an hour or two. And the very first little, like, tiny cows, so these micro cows, they're 36 inches from the shoulder to the ground. So
tiny.
Tiny, like Pepper is taller than that.
Right.
But they're still heavy. So, and you know, we ended up talking to somebody, and they were like, are you doing these for meat? Like, because they still weigh 400 pounds. It's hard to imagine something so, like, stocky being 36 inches tall and 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Just crazy. But so the first cow, what did they call them? Lots or something?
They were, well, yeah, because it was lot one.
Yeah, so lot one was this cute little cow, a boy, and the like description was like, you retain all of the
breeding rights.
The breeding rights. Is that what it said?
No.
Okay. Well.
It had an S word.
Semen, sperm, demonetized.
Semen rights.
Okay, so you would get the right to breed this cow. And I was like, oh, he is so cute. Are we going to have a little tiny breeding program for little tiny cows? And it's like, where are we going to put them? And I'm like, they can sleep in bed with us for all I care. Like, they're so small and so cute. Final sale price?
So remember, so this started off as like, you know, asking $1,000. And the final sale price for him was $73,000.
Isn't that wild? So we did not buy any small little baby cows. And the least expensive one, because there was him, and then there were a few girls, and there were a lot of, what do they call them when
steer.
They're steer. So that's when they're boys who don't do the deed.
Castrated.
And like the least expensive, I think, sold for $9,200.
Yeah, there was a steer that was like a standard brown cow coloring.
Cow now, brown cow.
That was $7,200.
They were so stinking cute though, but I was literally like aghast at how expensive they were. Aghast.
Yeah, so Anne, don't worry, we did not end up with a mini cow.
We didn't have $70,000 sitting around. What was the website? Ponderosa.
Panderosa. de Rosa
Ranch.
Ranch.
So if you click on their website,
You got to go to the sales section.
right? Yeah. And are we thinking about cows for the future?
I don't know.
We're
I
thinking
like
about
the
all
idea
kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of whatever crosses our path at the right time.
Yeah.
Because that's sort of how it happened with alpacas.
True.
We were talking about,
All kinds of things.
All sheep.
Sheep, llamas.
and then like we happened across a Craigslist ad.
Yeah, isn't that crazy that we got our first alpacas off of Craigslist? I mean,
Yeah.
like from a real farm, but his advert was on Craigslist.
Yep. It's raining a little bit.
It is raining a little bit, so hopefully it doesn't rain too much.
Yeah.
That it messes with the technology.
Technology.
But yeah, I mean, those little cows were just so cute.
Yeah.
I just got another Craigslist puppy. Yay for puppies. Holy cow. Pun intended. That's expensive. I will just stick to my California happy cow Dory. Well, and I think, so after, sorry, I'm just going to put that on top. After Farm Friend Lily sent us that, and we were like, oh my God, how expensive cows are. Like, we should get into the cow business. And I was like, yeah, you go ahead and buy a cow,
Right.
and we'll keep it here and feed it.
Right.
But then she was sending me ads for like regular cows, and I'm like, no, I'm talking send me a 36-inch cow.
Right.
Because if you're getting a regular cow, it's going to eat a whole lot more.
Well, and that was the whole thing, and I think why
We
people
were,
raise them, not for us, but
Oh.
why people raise them for meat is because they're, like, you still get, I guess, a lot of meat off of them, but they eat so much less.
the conversion.
Right.
I hate thinking about animals in that way.
But so, yeah, like, I think a regular cow eats, like,
All the food in the
all
world.
the food, yeah.
And same thing with pigs. Like, if you were to get like a regular
Pot-bellied pig,
pig,
yeah.
it's going to eat a ton. What did Sleepy Pig's farm pig eat?
Well, they ate all kinds of stuff.
Mm.
Like hay, but then they also got, like, apples, but it ate, like, nonstop.
But
And they were,
didn't
like,
it-
400-pound pigs.
Didn't you give it like 16 cups of food?
I don't remember. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Oh yeah, a little bit of bonfire ASMR. And I don't. That's what. Like,
Something's running around over there.
you think it's one of our dogs?
No.
No, it's
No.
ghosts.
No. Some kind of animal. Like a little chipmunk or something.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I thought you were saying it was like a predator of
No.
some kind.
I'm the only predator out here.
Yeah, I hope so. So far we've been very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky, or everything's just really super well built, but no problems.
No problems.
No problems.
So I think putting everybody to bed at night makes a world of difference.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Hannah was talking about land and cows. I wonder how much pasture. Because can you just have one cow? Wouldn't it be lonely?
I think so. But like that, so the USDA lady said, I think 1,000 pounds of livestock per acre.
Any
of
kind
land.
of livestock.
Yes, but that's dependent on how good the pasture is.
Mhm.
You know, like we always talk
So
about.
how much
with
does a cow
alpacas.
weigh?
I have no idea. Probably close to 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, so one cow per acre.
Well, and that's why they're raised on these ranches with like thousands of acres. So
Right.
They have so much land.
Right. But gosh, imagine fencing all that in.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's hard to even like wrap my mind around that because not that we're struggling to fence our stuff, but like we have it all fenced. But like every time we want to make a new area or a bigger area, fencing it is like, gotta go buy all the fencing, T-posts, this wire, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
So
Well,
chickens are not livestock, but alpacas are, right?
I think anything that is any animal on your farm that like serves a purpose is livestock. So chicken are technically livestock.
So 1,000 pounds of chickens per acre.
Yeah.
I wonder how many chickens that would be.
It would depend on the type of chicken.
Yeah, because Silkies weigh so much less than Jersey Black Giants or whatever.
Right.
Oh, what about those Gigande chickens? Have you seen those?
With the legs?
With the legs.
Yeah,
They're
weird.
super weird. Actually, I think I read that those are 36 inches tall too. So
That sounds terrifying.
wouldn't that be so funny to have a chicken that stood exactly the same height as a little micro cow? Like the Odd Couple big time.
The Odd Couple big time.
Yeah. Oh, I think that would be so stinking cute.
The mini cow.
The mini cow, yeah.
Mini cow, giant chicken.
Mini cow, giant chicken. But those Gigande chickens are actually like really ugly. I hate the way that they look.
Yeah, they are rough looking.
They've got like weird skin and too much of it. Okay, so how are things going? Plans for the fall, winter, new projects coming up?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're the projects guy.
Well, so we have the peafowl enclosure. That's coming up. And then we have setting up the boys over here. And then after that, it's Chicken Village Part 2. And then I don't know if it's going to be tractor garage or what.
Yeah, you need to figure out a tractor barn.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Did you draw up your plan for the pea house? No. How about the retaining wall for the blueberries? Yep.
Yeah,
That's on the list too. Along with
making progress on that though. I think I'm about halfway done. So
also gotta dig up all the blueberries and bring them over here. Got peonies to dig up. We're gonna have dahlias to dig up.
And we're gonna remove all the old farm structures from the old place, minus the barn.
Yeah, that'll be a big day of work.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute. How have you two been? I'm hardly uploading these days, not keeping up like I used to due to some business. May's Homestead Chronicles. Well, hello. Thanks for coming. Yeah, it's busy times.
Busy times.
I feel like you listing out all those projects did just like
make me tired.
Yeah, like zap your energy.
I'm fine. Because like after all of that, then I think it's really just, and that's a lot. Not to say that that's not a lot, but that's, a lot of our main infrastructure. And since I have said no more chickens, that'll put a stop to some things.
Oh, what about the window greenhouse?
Rick, come on.
That's a great question. Though, okay.
I think that's going to be a next fall project.
Yeah. Because I don't think, we would have to start it like now to have it done and ready.
Well, so we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of when we first got our alpacas, and so that's the 2-year anniversary of when we finished the barn. And the whole thing about finishing the barn in October was so that I could build the window greenhouse over the winter so that it was ready for the spring.
For seed starting.
Right. So if we're not going to have it...
Hey, Sweeney's Creek, how's it going?
Ready.
Oh, well, glad you're feeling better.
It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
And I think we should figure out, exactly where it's going to go.
Right.
And, I'm wondering if, up where we were talking about, where there's that weird stone wall and a ton of trees, maybe we want to clear all that out.
Eventually.
Well, I'm saying if we want to put the window greenhouse somewhere where it's, right in the main entrance
Well,
of
will that be too close to the property line, though?
For the greenhouse?
Mm-hmm.
I think the greenhouse setback is only, 10 or 20 feet.
Oh, why so small?
Because it's only farm buildings that house animals that need to be 110 feet away.
Ah.
Yeah, because they just don't want...
Smell.
Right, even though the animals
or sound.
Right, because you can fence it right up to your property line.
Ah.
You just can't have the housing right
there.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
How many acres do you guys have? Between us and our fam that lives right next door, we're on 40, which is amazing. But
yes.
Probably only 4 is cleared. Right, the rest
cleared-ish, yeah.
Yeah, the rest is woods.
Well, it's really not that bad. There are some really big, 2-foot plus circumference trees, but then there's also just a lot of saplings, and a sapling's 6 to 12 inches wide. But I think we'll be able to do a good job on it. Because I think, and that's what I was going to say, like after all those projects, then I think it's just going to be sort of
moving
and clearing stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be nice if we could clear stuff in a way that then we had some kind of like grass instead of monster weeds.
And I think maybe what we do is we look at, so basically what we have, so over here we have the chicken village, and then there's a little spot where there's my big fire pit gonna go, and then I think what we do is we look at the next spot where that old shed was. You know what I'm talking about?
I remember the Blair Witch shed.
Right, and then we just sort of pick like a spot that's maybe like an acre, sort of like we did down here.
And just cut the trees off at the ground level?
But no, we can pull the stumps out. I mean, we got the backhoe.
Yeah.
But I think we just look at it and we say, okay, so like this is what we want to do next.
We're eating an elephant one bite at a time.
Right.
But
I
who
think
eats elephants?
when I was talking to Ross, who is our guy who runs the firewood over here, and so he was very grateful, and like it all worked out with him chipping the brush and then taking the wood, and so he was good with that.
Will the phone stay if I turn around and show the fire for a second?
The phone stay?
Yeah, is this like clipped in?
Yeah. Shake it again.
Fire. Whoa.
Fire. Yeah, just put that right on my foot. That's fine.
Sorry.
So, but anyway, so he was talking about that it would be easier for him to have the logs in 8-foot lengths, which would then be easier for us because it's less.
Ross wants 8-foot lengths?
Yes.
That's helpful to know.
Because then we don't need to do as much cutting, so it'll go a lot quicker. But I was talking.
Sheena said, "Don't get burned out."
Yeah.
Good advice.
Good advice. Hey, you guys want to take a spam call live? Nope, they hung up. They heard me. But like, and so we were talking today, because he got a mini skid steer and he had it delivered here. But anyway, so we were talking about like what we did previously with that, with the flower farm, and it's like how much more quickly we could do it now with the tractor and like all the experience we have, and with him chipping the brush.
Right.
Like I think now we would be able to do a lot more, because when we first started, we were cutting it down, and then we were chopping it up, and they were throwing it in the back of the truck and driving it up over here, and then unloading it, and then going back down, and then cutting more.
And when you first started, you had never used a chainsaw before.
That is very true. Well,
and not a real chainsaw.
Right.
Like a little baby toy chainsaw. Yeah. In a weekend?
Yeah.
Please come and clear an acre per weekend for the next 30 or so weekends.
But I mean, Ross was here today. He cut down 2 trees and
chipped all
limbed it and chipped everything in like an hour and a half. So it's like, and he said that you guys did a great job with limbing the tree and then pruning everything and getting it set. So it was very.
Oh, he said our piles were good?
Yes, piles
That's
were very
good. I was a little bit like, because I know our piles started really good,
mm-hmm.
but then like as we were, like the pile was getting bigger and we were like throwing the branches. So when we're making the brush piles for Ross or whoever is going to chip it for us, you want to put like all the thick ends of the branches facing the same way, so that when they're pulling the branches out to feed them into the chipper, they're not all like jumbled and tangled.
Right, and they don't pull like 6 other. You grab a branch and you're able to pull it right out by itself without getting like 6 other branches.
And so I know like at the beginning the piles were all really good, but at the end, as the pile, because we were feeding it from the back, so that way the thick ends were like in the trail and like the back bushy ends were in.
So you had to flip it. So this was the butt, and you wanted the butt to be over here, so
right.
You had to take it
and flip it. And I was like throwing these big branches over my head and then like ducking, because all the branches would then like, take an eye out basically. So I was just like boom, boom, over and over and over.
He said it was great. So.
That's good, because I felt like my throws were sometimes a little off.
Yeah.
It's all about the little victories, not always taking down elephants every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense, and I bet the work goes faster. Yeah, I think And having help makes the work go faster for sure. So thank you to everybody who's been helping us.
And Rick, I got a new chain for your chainsaw, and it works a lot better now. So
Yeah, so having help, knowing what we're
Yes.
doing, and like learning things like put all the branches in the right direction.
Right.
And it having 8-foot logs instead of 16-inch logs will also make it go way, way, way faster.
Right. Well, now he's got his machine, and down the road he'll have a log grapple, so we'll be able to pretty much just stack it all to the side with our tractor, and then have him take it to wherever he's going to take it to.
Yeah, Sheena, we're so lucky. We have family in the area, and my mom and my uncle have just been like rock stars helping us out.
Yeah.
Like Rick is up here like every single weekend helping us out, and like I know that John gets so much more done when he's got helpers. And same thing. Like me and my mom together painted this barn and our other barn in like one afternoon together.
Yep.
And it's
Repainted the alpaca barn and then painted.
a brand new barn. So
That's like 400 square feet of barn.
yeah, and we got sandwiches that day. Good sandwiches. That is amazing. No family, just my dad. Just lost my dad a few months ago. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and hopefully we're gonna have even more family close by soon. So.
Yep.
Yep. We'll see how that goes.
Mhm.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Yep.
What else?
I don't know. I was just thinking about all the stuff that we have to do at our old place. So, I wonder what if anybody has a suggestion on the raised beds.
Oh, that's pebbles. Sorry.
If anybody has a suggestion on, we had at our old house, what do you think, like 8 or 10 raised beds built?
Something like that.
So if we take that wood out, should we just like smooth out that dirt and like reseed on top of it, or should we try to like shovel away that dirt?
Well, so we had talked about having Mike.
With the excavator?
Well, he would bring his little tractor. Because he has turf tires. And so he can...
So they won't rip up the grass?
Right. But he also has a box blade, so he would be able to make it nice. Box blade would make it like flat. I don't know if he has like a landscape rake too, but also he could. And so he had talked about also like he could bring his dump trailer. His tractor fits in his dump trailer, and his dump trailer's big. It's like Ross's, but I think 14 feet long. So if we wanted to bring the dirt up, we could. But it's probably better off to just...
Yeah. I just
I
don't want to
don't-
leave them with a muddy mess down there.
Yeah, I think... I'm not sure what the best thing to do would be.
So,
But we would need to reseed it regardless. Right?
True,
Because there's
true.
nothing under those beds. But I
Right.
guess it would be smaller spots.
right.
And we can always reseed it in the spring
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to. I mean, we can always use dirt up here.
Yeah.
Maybe what we need to do is take a trip down there prior to that and come up with a plan. Because I also wonder if there are people out there who would want the chicken wire
Oh, do you think?
and just say like, hey, we're getting rid of all of our runs. If you want some used chicken wire, you can come, you take
Take
it out.
and roll it however you feel
Yeah.
will be easiest. Yeah, that's an interesting thought because I
To
have,
just see if people are interested.
yeah. Oh well, and I'm sure if we put it on the buy nothing.
Right. Christopher Singleton will probably take them too. Christopher,
Yeah.
I should say his last name, but
I would just flatten them out and reseed.
yeah. Because it's probably not enough dirt to be worth it.
Yeah, no, I don't think worth it to relocate. I was kind of wondering if it would be worth it to like scoop the dirt and like dump it somewhere where it's not gonna kind of create like a mound. Because some of the beds don't have much soil in them because some of them were like first year.
We could use it to fill in the holes for the blueberries that
Oh,
we
that's
take out.
that's true. That's a good idea. Because the dirt that I'm thinking of is the dirt that's in that's like dirt, not soil, from when you were digging out where the alpaca barn is, and it's in those railroad beds. That's like heavy, yucky dirt, and
Yeah.
it won't be like, because we have some soil that's like soil, like good compost, leaf
Some that
mulch,
is poorly draining soil.
and some that is just like native, nasty dirt.
Yeah.
So I just want to be intentional about what we do with that, so we
Yeah.
don't create a mess over there.
Yeah, so I mean, we can fill in those holes. We could also just put it in the back somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. M said to do Hoogle, except for he actually spelled it out.
I was one of the things that I'm slowly doing a little bit is trying to. So for our flower farm is bringing all the fallen leaves down there to try to compost everything in one spot. And that did cross my mind. Is like, if we dig out all these stumps, trying to but that stuff takes years,
Mm-hmm.
years and years and years.
Well, and I think that some of those beds do have branches and sticks and stuff. No, big logs. So it'll be interesting to see how much of it is broken down and what's still left.
Yes, that would be an interesting time lapse.
Of the breakdown process, or us ripping it all apart?
Us ripping it all apart.
Yeah. Undoing 2 years worth of homesteading work in one afternoon.
But Mike also said he can take out the posts pretty easily. He said he used to take
The
out
concrete.
Yeah. Same thing with the same chain that we have to take the logs out.
Yeah.
So you wrap that around the base and then just basically lift up the
But
thing.
not for the pasture posts.
No,
like the
because
chicken.
that fence is gonna stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're using deadfall to keep us warm right now.
But we got plenty of that. Everybody who in the past has also said oh, dead trees are great habitat for animals, and it's like, dude, there's 20 acres right over there.
Yeah.
Plenty of habitat.
So when we were clearing out the peafowl area, there was this little tiny native mouse. You know how there's the difference between nasty mice that get into your house and cute
a wood mouse.
Cute little
Woods.
Yeah.
Forest mouse.
Yeah, a forest mouse, and he was running around being like, guys. I felt so awful. I felt like Fern Gully was happening in real life.
Yeah.
He was just having this little mousy panic attack, and I was like, bro, I am sorry, but I have peafowl to house.
Yes. Peafowl to house. The
Yeah.
pea house.
We'll make a sign.
You're in town.
No.
Why not?
Because that's yucky.
That was a Broadway show.
Was it?
Yeah.
What was it about?
I have no idea. I hate musicals.
Yeah, Broadway baby over here.
I did see The Lion King on Broadway.
I saw Cats.
Oof. I'm sorry.
There was
Rough.
Oh, I think I've also seen Phantom of the Opera. And I think my mom took me to Cats and my dad took me to Phantom. But
I saw Cats somewhere with my parents, my mom.
off Broadway, or
I think off Broadway. I don't remember.
did you see the creepy CGI? I know you didn't, but
Well, I saw clips of it
yeah.
for the movie.
Yeah. What a disaster bomb that was.
Disaster bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use deadfalls to speed up the process. Oh. If the mouse pays rent, fine. If not, move on. Yeah, well, we also hired cats to deal with.
Yeah, they're doing a great job so far.
Yeah, just eating canned food.
Yeah.
And nothing else. Should we bring out some kittens for the last 5 minutes?
Sure.
Would that help? I got them.
What am I supposed to do?
You talk to our friends. I've been blabbing too much.
Ugh.
I'm gonna take the flashlight now.
Okay. So we were talking about how to have a tractor house, tractor garage. Go on.
I'm trying to get the flashlight.
Talk privately to our friends here. And Catherine jokingly said, "Get a storage container." I don't know how serious she was about that, but I would be interested in doing that. Just because, so I measured the tractor, and the tractor with the backhoe on it is 16 feet long or 15 feet long. So it's really long. And so all of our buildings are 12 by 16 to make it so that we don't need a building permit. So I was thinking, like, if I'm going to make like some kind of tractor house, it's probably going to be, I would probably want to make it like 20 or even 24 feet long, and then maybe a storage container is the way to go. Who knows? But then I'm like trying to find where to get storage containers, and it's tough because the internet is a sketchy place, man. But I want to try to get somewhere where the tractor is going to be safe out of safe out of the elements. And yeah, lean-to tractor trailer without the axles. That's interesting. So we actually do need a permit for any building that's going to be on the structure, on the property, even a zoning permit. We just don't need a building permit if it's under 200 square feet. You got both of them, huh?
I got both of them. Do you want Boris or Natasha?
Whatever. Natasha. So here's our kitties. They actually look kind of big on screen.
Well, and I think they have that, you see them every day, so they don't seem that big. Oh, kittens make the live stream nice. So fluffy.
So fluffy.
So fluffy. Except this one is too close to my face, so I'm definitely going to get
Yeah.
hives because I'm highly allergic to cats.
Oh, with the scratchy claws.
Yeah, so
Punchy paws and scratchy claws.
these were like a barn cat rescue. That's what we do. There's a barn cat rescue place near us that they take feral cats or stray cats, or if somebody has a cat have kittens, they can turn in the kittens or whatever. They do catch, spay, and release. And every cat we've ever gotten from them has been like the nicest puddle of cat that we've ever met.
With the exception of one.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, these guys have been here for a couple months now?
A while, yeah.
Yeah, so...
They look much bigger on the screen than they do in real life, Rob says. Are you getting...
I'm just going to take that one off.
And this one is like a little daredevil. She will climb up trees
so far
to so much higher than I would be able to reach her if she got stuck. And
you're gonna have to call the fire department, have Randy show up.
Yeah,
pull a cat out of a
exactly.
tree.
Ross was here and he was just like, that cat is gonna cause you problems.
Yeah.
But we were talking about, so since in the big house we've got all of our hay stored right now, so we were talking about maybe letting the kittens kind of live in that house this winter, because they're still a little young to be outside all the time. But if they could keep mice away from
The hay
would be nice. It was nice visiting. Good luck with your journey. I'll continue watching. Have a great night. Thank you. You have a good night too. We appreciate you stopping by.
Well, yeah, I wonder if we should just stick them in there.
Yeah, the only thing that stinks about that is we'll have to keep
Can you scroll that?
buying litter and changing litter box.
Well, but I have seen them use the bathroom outside.
Oh, have
So
you?
I think if they have a door,
Oh, good.
I saw him dig a hole.
Good for you, Boris.
Yeah. So I think if we take away the litter box option, they will hopefully figure it out.
Any plans for new Old Reading Farm merch, hat, stickers, etc.?
Well, I'm actually getting a whole new wardrobe of Old Reading Farm apparel for myself.
Selfish.
Well, we talked about getting more, but
Yeah, so because we have what's it called, a Teespring, and I think Along the River is the only Chrissy. I think it's the only person who's ever actually bought anything from the Teespring.
well, my friend Taryn did
Oh,
a long
good.
time ago.
So it's hard to.
But maybe we should push it more, because I know there's a way to display it under your videos, but I don't know how.
Mhm.
Well, these cats are not going to be murder mittens.
Well, River was nice, but she was a mouse murderer.
But this thing is just
Laying on
melting
its
in
back.
my arms. Yeah, both of them. And it's like a thing that cats don't usually do.
It's like having their bellies rubbed. They don't usually like that. I mean, it's too bad my dad didn't come because he loves cats.
Yeah.
What is that? Does the sound like the Lion King or something?
I can feel it calling.
Phil Collins?
Yeah.
Nailed it. I like the hats. Random people like my hat. Wear it when I go to the farmer's market. I feel like when you go to the farmer's market, shouldn't you wear like the hat from the farm
That you're from?
that you're from? Yeah, I feel like that's like cheating on your farm.
Yeah.
but maybe it's not like.
Farm infidelifarmity. Infidelifarmity.
But it's like wearing a band T-shirt versus wearing like a sports team shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Glad I have Boris. Boris is the pepper of cats. Like a little slow to warm, but then a mush. Parrot cat.
Shoulder cap.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one thing that we could do. We could put hats. Well, I guess we could put hats on like the website.
Mm-hmm.
And
put the bags on the website. Can you
yeah,
get your
that's
butt
true.
off my head? How many bags do we have left?
Here it begins.
Okay, should we log off?
I have a Cuban straw hat that I wear.
Oh, maybe that's the hat.
Okay. You're okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, Boris is getting antsy too. He wants to
Whoa.
run around. All right. Have a good night, everybody. We
Yes, thank you.
appreciate you being here with us.
Bye.
Yep. Bye. Thank you.